Hi guys, welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. I'm here with Wrestling Jesus WJ. How's it going?
I'm doing good, Jerry.
Mm.
Alrighty. I'm doing fine, Jerry. We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
With a little video that we were supposed to do back on the Juggernauts channel, folks.
Yes, it's been
I've
long
seen a
overdue.
few people ask, when's the next Juggernauts channel coming? Well, folks, subscribe right here on the General Jerry channel because the Juggernauts content is going to be posted here, folks. Every week, some primo wrestling talk right here on the General Jerry channel. So subscribe today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be shy and subscribe.
Well, guys, on that note, link is in the description below. Wrestling Jesus' channel is in the link. Please subscribe to his channel. He makes fucking phenomenal content. I'm sure you all know because WJ is such a fucking legend. But below, the link is below. Click that link and click subscribe to the WJ channel. Because you're fucking better, you bastards.
We got Big Charles Ringmaster Ringy in the chat there. Peter Spence, WrestleMania Kid there. Edward No Punk. And Rootless Millennium 2000. And we just got a message from Kenny King. Kenny Singh, I mean. Not to be confused with Kenny King, boring wrestler from TNA AEW Ring of Honor. It's all the same fucking company. I'm confused.
Well, guys, the Wrestling Juggernauts will be officially on the General Jerry channel, so subscribe here. But if you want exclusive content with Wrestling Jesus, link in the description below. And I'll also do some editorials as well. So I might do some editorials for WJ at some point where me and him talk in the video at the same time there. So I might do some of that there on WJ's channel. It's all about the community. Word.
Yes.
All about the community. Homie. As you can see, I'm dressed like a drama, what you call them, drama people in the background, WJ, you know, where they've got the lights going on. What you call that in the theater? They've got the theater going on. There's like those people with the black t-shirts in the background.
I don't know, Jer.
Well, I was in the drama theater and it was pretty cringy, but just give you a heads up.
Like a drama theater? You mean like for a play there? I thought you meant I thought you were talking about drama channels like Chase or people like this. They're Dan XP or something.
Oh my god! I was talking about the theater.
I thought you were talking about drama like that, Jer. Good Christ, are we getting back in the drama business, Jared? Jesus.
Time for the drama, boy. But hopefully this focuses again. But today, in today's video, we're talking about the Young Bucks. I fucking hate these cretins with an absolute passion, WJ. Me and you, this is something that me and WJ passionately fucking hate. And do you know what the thing is? AEW fans fucking don't like him. That's the mental thing, is that AEW fans do not like these absolute fucking cretins. Nobody actually likes them. They're fucking bare minimum. They've got no muscles. They dress in their pajamas and they have no character. Like, what is their actual character, WJ?
Well, speaking of the way they're dressed, Jer, recently they come out with these weird outfits They got these headbands with beads. I guess they're fucking trying to do like some kind of 70s look or something. And then they came out with the big mustaches and they shaved it, but Kenny still has his mustache. So they all come out with goofy fucking retard outfits for a week. And Kenny, I guess he didn't want to shave his mustache. He decided to keep the mustache that they did as a joke. And he decided to keep this look, but this ain't about him, Jer. You know, guaranteed, yeah, these fucking two little dweebs, they watch some kind of movie about 70s people. Maybe they watch an old music video from the 70s. Guys dressed up like this with then they decide they come out with a mustache and try to look like this, but nobody's in on the joke. Like, why do you dress like this? It just looks dumb. What is it a reference to? Like, is it a porn thing? Is it a 70s music thing? The fuck is it? It's just weird shit that only they and fucking Excalibur on commentary are going to be in on the joke, and possibly Dave Meltzer or whatever. That's it. He's going to jack off to their outfits. Maybe it's some kind of bodybuilding, gay for pay thing, Jerry. Maybe Dave Meltzer pays them to dress up in various outfits. Hey, you take this week, you guys can dress up in basketball clothes. I like to jack off to your outfit. You know what I mean? Like, what's the joke here? Like, how are these guys taken seriously by anyone? Like you say, the AW fans don't like them. There's a portion who probably doesn't get it, like the rest of us, right? But a big AEW portion, not only do they think they get it, they jack off to them, Jer. They don't know what they're supposed to get. They just jack off to these two fucking goofs there. Okay, but some of these guys worship the Young Bucks. They worship them. Is that the real Andre Corville in the chat, Jerry? Is that the real him? Fuck.
We need some inside look as to is that the real Andre Corville?
If it's the real him, the account says yes, the Young Bucks really do suck. I don't know if it's the real Andre or not there.
We'll find out from our sources here now, WJ. We'll find out from our sources here now.
Say some of these guys legit act like they're supposedly the greatest tag team of all time. If you really are a fan of wrestling, you would know that this is a fucking insult to real wrestlers. Like, you have Bobby Eaton, who recently died, one half of the Midnight Express. They drew towns, like the old fans say, all over the U.S., the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette and stuff. You know, all of these legendary tag teams, even the Steiner brothers, like the Steiners were together for a long time as a unit. There was lots of big matches of the Steiners, countless teams in both WCW and WWE, who are obviously better than the fucking young Bucks. You know what I mean? Obviously better than them. And I think it's an insult. It's a fucking insult to all of these great teams from the past, from all these different eras. It's an insult to say that these guys are the best. You know what I mean? Makes zero fucking sense. If you truly know wrestling and you're not just going along with fucking retards online or the fucking Meltzer cult or whatever the fuck they're like, why would wrestling fans view Meltzer's opinion so highly that he does all the thinking for you. Like, it's obvious they're not the best of all time, Jesus Christ. You know, for these fans who truly believe this, you're either mental or you're fucking faking it. There's no fucking way in hell that you truly believe this. If you actually know wrestling, if you've been watching for 2 years, or you're so fucking blinded by the internet and your hatred for McMahon that you actually fucking believe this, whatever the case is, I find it insulting to the real fucking tag teams of the past. They're like AJ and Voy wrote, a hive mindset, a pathetic hive, you know what I mean? There ain't no queen in that fucking hive, Jerry. No queen bee. It's all men, Jer. It's all men in this hive.
They're all jerking off each other.
They're all jerking off in it, you know what I mean?
They all are. And you know the thing is that for me with the Young Bucks is that they weren't even good in TNA. That's what's mental to me, is that why people like these people. I remember when they had a feud. You remember with the Motor City Machine Guns? Do you remember that, WJ? They had a feud with this Motor City Machine Guns in TNA, and easily the Motor City Machine Guns were 10 times better than the fucking Young Bucks by a mile. The Young Bucks kept doing this, like, they were too fast paced. Like this whole fast, like kind of thing. And the thing is that this isn't marketable to anybody. This looks fake, okay? And some people have made the argument, okay? And I want to make this preference because this is an incredibly important point. Some people have said that the Young Bucks have made the next evolution of tag team divisions.
Fuck off, they just look like cheap Hardy Boy ripoffs and TNA.
I would argue that they have actually lowered the tag team division. They've lowered the tag team division. You had the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, Motor City Machine Guns, Beer Money in TNA. I actually like Beer Money in TNA. Beer Money.
Shout out to the one and only Jay Rance in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to him.
They have a move called the Meltzer Driver, which proves they only care about validation from Meltzer. How fucking sad is this?
Exactly. That's their fucking finisher. They're fucking morons. Like, it's mental to me how people actually take these two fucking morons seriously. And the thing is that they do not like criticism. So what happened? Okay, they went to WWE, okay, and they did this little interview, WJ. They did this little interview because I did a little bit of research before we did this video. They actually asked to go to WWE, okay, and they did, and they went, oh no, we're going to go to Ring of Honor, so we're just going to be all chilled out and stuff. And WWE were asking us to join, but we just joined Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor wants nothing to do with them. Number one, Ring of Honor do not like the Young Bucks because they were acting like a bunch of fucking diva wankers. New Japan Pro Wrestling is reluctant to work with AEW because of the Young Bucks were acting like a bunch of diva fucking wankers. TNA do not really want to work with the Young Bucks because they acted like a bunch of diva fucking wankers. What has the Young Bucks truly done? And the fact remains is that they've copied off modern tag teams to benefit off themselves. They
got over by fucking using the WWE. That's what they fucking did.
And they copied the New Day. Now, I don't like the New Day. I don't know how you feel about it. And DX. I don't like the New Day. DX, I like the older 90s version. Not a big fan of the noughties version, but whatever it might be. But I don't like the New Day. They made t-shirts, WJ. T-shirts. Exact replicas of the New Day with the cereal.
A bunch of their shirts are fucking rip-offs. Unoriginal. Super unoriginal. Go ahead, Jer.
No, I want you to continue, mate, because you made a really great point. These people make these two fucking.
That's how they
dweebs.
fucking got over, apparently, in the Indies and in the fucking pants of Meltzer. Yeah? Is by demonizing WWE. They copy DX. They copy NWO, which is what the Bullet Club was, a fucking ripoff of NWO. Okay,
It
big
was
time. It's obvious. DX, NWO, New Day, like you said. And then there was apparently a cease and desist from WWE. Is this real? The cease and desist or whatever. Wow. Was it real? I don't know. Some people say it wasn't real and they were just pretending. But that's how they fucking. Oh, Jim Cornette was mean to us in Ring of Honor. That's why they hate Cornette, because he didn't want him in Ring of Honor or whatever. Oh, WWE want to hurt us. Cease and desist. Maybe if it's true, maybe it's because y'all are a fucking bunch of copycats who don't have an original bone in your fucking body. Ripping off Shawn Michaels, killing the super kick in the process, killing wrestling in the fucking process, ripping off everybody. The Hardys, the New Day, everything is fucking ripped off. Like, and then they just suck the cock of Meltzer, you know? Jim Cornette is mean. WWE's mean. And that's how they got over, because they were friends with Omega and the fucking rip-off group of NWO. Oh, they're in Japan, guys. They're just so good. Dave Meltzer or whatever, you know what I mean? They didn't get over because they were good for real. They got over because Dave Meltzer told the indie fans they were over. That's why. Because of this retard stuff about WWE. That's all they fucking do on the indies is bash WWE, like. And it's good enough for any of these sad, pathetic losers, you know?
And what is their character, WJ?
They don't have one, Jer. They don't.
Exactly. They have not one bit of character. You can say whatever you want about Stone Cold Steve Austin, but at least he went through the Ringmaster. At least he went through this and that to eventually get to Stone Cold Steve Austin. What did the Young Bucks do? They've done the same stick over and over again. In AEW, okay, exactly what they've done in Ring of Honor and New Japan, which, by the way, wasn't popular in New Japan. People have this misconception that the Young Bucks were massively popular in New Japan. They weren't. They weren't popular. In fact, ever since Kenny Omega took over the Young Bucks with fucking the Young Bucks, people didn't give a shit. People didn't give a shit whenever Finn Balor left and AJ Styles left. People didn't give a fuck about the Elite. Nobody gave an actual fucking shit. The ratings dropped during New Japan Pro Wrestling when these guys were there. That's why they fucking packed their bags and left. Now, here's the thing with the Young Bucks. First of all, not one of them in a single competition has actually stood out. Simple. You look at Jeff Hardy. You look at Matt Hardy. Both guys, arguably, people might say Jeff is better. Some people might think Matt is better. But at the end of the day, these two are singly, in the singles competitors, established wrestlers. What has the Young Bucks done? Nothing, really. What have they actually done?
They wrestle in their backyard and they get Meltzer to jack off to them. That's it. And they rip off other people.
Now, here's the thing, WJ. What did the Young Bucks do? Do they, A, allow other tag team divisions to get the AEW championship and put them over to establish them and establish a new generation of wrestlers? Or do they, B, give themselves a championship and fuck everybody else.
Well, they let somebody else win the belts first, and that must have been so fucking hard for them to wait 6 months to get the belt, whatever. The second team was Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, 2 more members of the Elite. So Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky won the belt, and then it was 2 teams of the Elite, one after the other, who had the belt.
They are arguably the worst tag team champions I have ever seen in my life. They have done nothing, and I mean nothing significant in AEW for the tag team division. I fucking cannot stand that people say that AEW has the best tag team division in comparison to WWE or any other company. AEW arguably has the worst tag team division in any company because they do not put over the actual tag teams that deserve the actual championship. The Young Bucks are fucking awful. They cannot wrestle, they cannot act, and I'm sure they've got fucking herpes, the dirty bastards. I fucking hate them, WJ. Stupid cunts. I fucking hate these stupid wankers. I fucking hate them with every fiber of my being. Every time I see one of these wankers on TV, I want to throw a brick at the fucking TV because they look disgusting. They don't look anything presentable to a wrestler. They don't look like a wrestler, and they're built like a jockey's whip. You stupid fucking cunts. I hope you fucking... Fuck, I don't want to say anything where it gets us fucking in trouble here, WJ, but I fucking hate them. I hate them. They're stupid wankers. They don't even look like wrestlers.
No, they don't. And they're not.
Fuck me.
It looks like Nick Jackson was probably, say he grew up in the trailer park or something, and
their outfits. Their outfits aren't cool. They look like they just walked out of a fucking Halloween party in the 1980s. Like, what is this?
Nick Jackson probably grew up in the trailer park, and there was only a trampoline in the park, yeah. And he grew up doing flips and landing on his face over and over again, which is how he's not that pretty of a man, yeah. And then his little brother wanted to follow in the footsteps. And then Nick decided, you know what, I have somebody to wrestle. And then he was wrestling his little brother on a trampoline. They did a lot of flips, Jerry. They never lifted weights. They never learned how to wrestle.
They are built like a jockey's whip, WJ. And do you know what? Say what you will. I will say this. The smaller one at least has some charisma. What you call the guy Nick Jackson, the taller one?
Why?
The taller. He looks like an absolute vacuum of emotion. Talk about in a vacuum of emotion. Talk about a person that can't even talk to save his life. He has to allow his younger brother to do all the talking. Talk about a complete vacuum. Hey guys, I'm Nick Jackson. I'm from the Young Bucks. What the fuck is that? Like, talk about, like, look, here's the thing. Put their outfits aside, put everything they are aside. They cannot talk in the mic. They just can't. Like, it's impossible. And the thing is that they are just background characters. And this kind of argument is presented the SWJ that they are a dominant tag team. We are furthering the tag team division. We are making the tag team division absolutely amazing. You're actually making the tag team division worse because you look like you're in the background to Kenny Omega, who even at that looks like a terrible world champion. So, like, the thing is that, and ITRS even stated this, is that with the Young Bucks, They are only good in the background as tag team divisions that pull faces. That's all they do, WJ, is pull faces.
That's it. Kenny Omega is the star. They just hang around Kenny.
Here,
right?
I'm the best tag team division in the world, WJ. Look at me.
They were starting to claim that Kenny was the greatest. So I guess because Young Bucks are his friend, they become the greatest by proxy. I guess, I don't know.
Bunch of Rant boys, WJ. I can't fucking stand them. I fucking hate them. I really, really fucking hate them.
But like you said, they can't talk, they can't act. All they do is retarded, goofy nonsense. Like a couple of Santinos, like they come in the ring, and somebody was like, I've seen comments a few times. Their gimmick is supposed to be like a video game. If you give yourself a bunch of big moves and you keep hitting big maneuvers, well, that's not a fucking gimmick, let's say. They have a match against a couple of unknown midget jobbers and it lasts 20 minutes every time. I was thinking about this today. They don't give themselves any favors when they let random midgets kick out of their finishers, just so the match can last longer and longer and longer. You know what I mean? Just have a 5-minute match. You're not that special that you have to have the same fucking match every week. Like, imagine being an indie fan and you've actually been seeing them for 10 years having the same fucking botchy match every week. Like,
so, WJ, I'm going to read a comment from 2019. Okay?
yeah.
This is from 2019. Somebody wrote this in Wrestling Forum. They are over as hell. Big merch movers. They're not. They barely sell anything. Nick Jackson beat Becky Lynch head-to-head in the key demo last week, so you'll have to deal with it.
Who the fuck wrote this? Brian Alvarez?
Receiving the Shia down, apparently. That's what he said in a Wrestling Forum currently there.
So they're comparing one of the supposed greatest in the world in Nick Jackson compared to a woman. Like,
I like them outside the wrestling ring. Cool. Funny guys. Chill guys. They're not chill. Like, they block everybody every 2 seconds.
Emotional little fucking pussies is what they are. Like, two little fucking mongoloid pussies is what they are. I never seen somebody be so fucking full of themselves and unlikable like these people. Like, Kenny, fucking the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes. Like, Cody's not as bad, but he talks like everything he does is majestic. Like, fucking get over yourselves. Like, what is wrong with these people? I've never seen people so far up their own fucking asses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, lighten up for God's sake. Like,
here's another comment, WJ, from Average Joe number 9. Oh God, another troll gimmick poster shaking my head. I'll try and explain this to you. The Bucks are massively over. Sell merch, and any company on this planet would be over the moon to have them on their roster if given the opportunity. They have the lowest merchandise in comparison to AEW currently now, just to put that in perspective. So,
like Ringmaster Reich wrote, they disabled their Twitter because an AEW show got a lot of hate. The Dark Order, was that the Dark Order? Apparently, that's one of their big ideas, the Dark Order. Like,
What the
Like
fuck? That's
they
the
have
worst
this
thing.
guy Preston Vance, number 10, whatever. Without his mask, he looks like a bodybuilder. He looks like a good-looking guy. You know what I mean? Why would you not present him on camera normally? Why does he have to be a part of this fucking goof group of Dark Order? Like, you know what I mean? Just because it's a fucking thing of the Young Bucks, you fucking have the Dark Order involved in your big angle between Hangman and Kenny, which takes away all the seriousness out of the angle. Like, all right, what's our top fucking angle going on, boys? Oh, it's Johnny Hungy and Hangman Page. They're gonna talk to Kenny tonight. Like, who would do this? Like, Johnny Hungy, for God's sake, in the main event segment with Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, whatever. Like, or in the title picture or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a big parody. The Young Bucks too, like you said, all they do, Matt Jackson, he just does weird pouty fucking goofball faces all the time. Like he's not serious. He's not you don't fucking take him seriously. Like, can you imagine the Road Warriors when the Road Warriors entered the arena? Like, the Road Warriors were people that could actually sell out an arena. Like, back in the day, they sold out arenas for tag team wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, in what world is the Young Bucks better than all these teams? It makes no fucking sense. But when Hawk and Animal came out, you know what I mean? I remember as a kid watching Hawk against Ric Flair for the world title. Say once in a while, like, Hawk would get a match here and there, a big singles match. He wouldn't win because they made too much money with the Road Warriors. But Hawk could have won. You know, he was a good promo guy, Hawk. He was fucking built. He was credible, badass. None of us would have came up to Hawk and fuck with him in real life.
No,
you know what I
no.
mean? Like, can you see Nick Jackson as a possible threat to Ric Flair's championship? Let's fucking reverse this and have Nick Jackson in the ring with Ric Flair for the NWA World title. Who the fuck would have fucking taken this little goof serious? Matt Jackson coming in, dancing, and doing pouty face. You think this would have been good enough to have a singles match against Ric Flair? Fuck no, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, WJ, right?
People thought that Hawk was good enough to have a match with Ric Flair. It was believable, right? None of these two aren't even believable to win a match against the Usos, for fuck's sake. Like, they're so fucking skinny. If they were in the WWE ring, they'd look like fucking shrimps. Like, nobody would take.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in like a show-offy way. I'm actually physically bigger than them. Like, and that's a fucking shambles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's actual fucking shambles from these guys, that they are actually smaller than most professional wrestlers. Sorry to cut you off, WJ, but
go ahead, Jer.
But what I was gonna say to you is that, let's just say, I thought, and this is what I thought walking into AEW, that these guys were gonna separate and establish themselves as established stars. I generally thought that. But rather than taking the risk of being individual people, they decided to be just a tag team and take the tag team titles over and over and over and over again. They haven't done anything new. Like, and that's the thing. Like, every single tag team has at least separated at least once. Even New Day has at least separated once and established each person as an established star. But in the Young Bucks
neither
case,
of them could be star by themselves.
They can't.
Fuck no, like.
Fuck no. Maybe the younger one. Maybe a fucking
the
cruiserweight
older,
division.
I think Nick Jackson is older. He's the better wrestler. And Matt Jackson can talk more. Looks better. But on their own, what would they do? Nick Jackson doesn't look good enough to be on the poster. Like, see, they just make up for their poor physique by stealing the looks of other wrestlers, having these ridiculous outfits. Like, it takes away from their, don't look at my physique, look at my rainbow Jordan shoes. That's it. I have no physique. Look at my shoes. That's it. Look at my retarded mustache or whatever. You know. And they claim to be the best team in the world. Like, fuck you. Like,
and people didn't like them in New Japan. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's this massive misconception that they're good in New Japan. WJ, like, people in New Japan hated them.
People were asking, who are these guys? Like, what's their character when they were in AEW, when they were apparently faces? And them as faces was just them acting like smug little goofs. And apparently they were fan favorites. I never hated the faces more than in my life than those two. But and then people were like, what's their gimmick? What are they supposed to be? And the AEW fans couldn't explain this. They're the best of all time, all right? Like, there was no explanation. It's just that they were in Japan and they're friends with Omega. That's it. They didn't establish any character. And then they turned heel and just started acting like complete fucking goofballs, like goofball extremists. Like, sometimes I laugh. Like, one time Nick Jackson enters the ring and starts doing a big dance. I just fucking laugh. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like that, you know? It's not like, you, Nick Jackson. You. It's usually like a laugh mixed with shock. It's like, what the fuck is this? They come in, they do something so outrageous. And I think to myself, are they really serious? Like, the indie fans can't really actually truly think that these guys are serious competitors. Like, I'll be back in 2 seconds, Jer.
But yeah, like, it goes back to what I was mentioning before. Like, the Young Bucks, just in general, like, if you look at them at face value, what have they actually done for the business? You look at the Hardy Boys, they've done amazing for the business. You look at the Dudley Boys, have done amazing for this business. Edge and Christian, they've done amazing for this business. But what's the 3 things that they've done individually? Dudley Boys, if you separate them, you got 2 really good separate wrestlers. If you separate Edge and Christian, really good separate wrestlers. Okay? You look at the Hardy Boys, you got, obviously, you know, Jeff Hardy and you got Matt Hardy. What has the Young Bucks actually done individually? Nothing. And the thing is that there's such a massive misconception. There's this misconception that they were over in New Japan. They weren't. New Japan didn't like them. Japan didn't like the Young Bucks. It was such a massive misconception. People seem to think that they like the Young Bucks.
When
And
I
what the Young
watched
Bucks have done.
I watched a couple Japanese shows, and they were lightweight tag team champ, I think. Perhaps they won the heavyweight belts, but the New Japan shows that I watched, they were in the junior heavyweight division for tag team or
They
whatever.
didn't like them. They didn't like them. And the thing is that the crowd in New Japan didn't react to the Young Bucks. Now, they may have reacted to Kenny Omega, yes, but they
When he
didn't.
panders to them talking in the
Yes.
Japanese
Yes.
voice, Jer,
Exactly,
that's, come on,
yes.
like.
Exactly, yes. But the thing is with the Young Bucks, they were not. This is what I'm trying to explain. These people, the Young Bucks, were not over in New Japan. Japan fucking hated them. They didn't like them. That's why they went to America. They conned Tony Khan, and they made a wrestling show and took the fucking AEW tag team titles for themselves. Because they're untalented.
Type fucking Kenny Omega Japan, you're gonna see all kind of fucking weird stuff. Yeah. Kenny Omega wrestling in the woods in the bikini. Like, I've never seen such crazy stuff in my life, Jer. Like, it's almost like they're just trolling. It's almost like a big troll job. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like our
It's like the RE feds, but in real life, basically. Kenny does stuff like this in some of these Japanese matches, like sexual stuff with other men. Like, there was a channel, AEW took it down, of course, on YouTube, but some guy was French kissing him or something, and then he goes for the 1, 2, 3, and another match, he fucking pulls the guy's pants down and he's doing stuff to his ass. And the match that Kenny was kissing the guy puts Kenny's head inside his pants, and then he gives him a pile driver. Like, this is the shit you would see on that Filthy Franks channel, not on this coming from the supposed best of all time. This is crazy. Imagine Hulk Hogan coming out and putting his head in the fucking shorts of Ric Flair in the match. You wouldn't see. I'm sure Ric Flair would have enjoyed that there, but Flair never went that extreme. He did a few things, Flair, but the groin of other wrestlers, but it was more in the fucking supposed to hurt the guy, like a low blow or something. Kenny Omega, these guys are wrestling and they're all over each other's groin. Like, what is this? Like, can you have a normal match without doing stuff like this to each other's groin or to each other's ass? Like, do you have to wrestle in the G-string? Like, why do they have to do this? Like, it makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? Child of Reason, Hulk Hogan is number one, brother. Like, could you imagine Hogan? Like, I find it sad there. Hogan fucking sold out so many arenas. He sold out everything, made so much fucking money, such big pay-per-view numbers for 20-something years. Dave Meltzer shit on everything he did. Fuck, 1-star match and this and that there for matches that made $1 gazillion. And then he gives everything that Kenny fucking looks at 5 stars. Jericho can barely move against a fucking hardcore edgelord fucking Gage or whatever. They're 4 stars, but he gives Hulk Hogan 0.5 star and stuff. And then these half-wit fucking mentally challenged indie fans, all they do is bash the greats like Hogan in these fucking comments. pathetic post, Kenny Omega better than Undertaker. Like, it's fucking sickening, you know what I mean? And the Young Bucks is the same thing. Just because they're friends of the fake supposed greatest of all time don't mean that they are. Like, you're not the greatest of all time just because you're associated with Princess Jasmine there. And fucking Dave Meltzer has a crush on you. Get the fuck out of here. Like, enough with this fucking garbage. These guys can't cut a promo. They can't sell in the ring. They tell such a great story now. It's a children's story written by retards is what it is there. Okay, their matches, it's just flippy doodah, super kick. Every fucking match is the same. No selling. And it's going to end with a fucking knee strike or something cheap, a roll up or something. Like, get the fuck out. Midget versus midget. Fucking number 500 match. Yeah, like, we've seen it all. It's been the same match for 2 fucking years. The same moves, the same false finish. Every match is a fucking false finish. All they're doing is ripping off the great matches of the past, doing a shit version. Back in the day, their fans were actually invested in these fucking wrestlers. When there was false finish, when they would steal each other's finisher, that shit fucking meant something. When Stone Cold hit the rock bottom and the Rock hit the stunner on Austin, this fucking shit meant something. And they had false finish, and the crowd would legit go fucking wild for these real men wrestlers. Yeah. Okay, these guys, they're just ripping off these formats. Let's have a 20-minute shit match with suicide dive, kick, and flip. We're going to spam the same fucking move. And then the other team is going to do the same move for 20 minutes. Then we're going to do false finish, and Meltzer gives us 5-star. This is a fucking parody of the real matches. A fucking parody, man. Okay, they don't sell. Wrestlers of the past, the reason we were so invested in Hogan, even though Meltzer gave it half a star or whatever the fuck he gave to Andre the Giant versus Hogan, the match that drew so many fucking fans in the arena, triple what fucking Kenny drew there. Against another one of Meltzer's fucking people he jerks off to, Okada or whatever there, you know what I mean? And now they don't even talk about Okada, Jerry. They say that somebody else is the ace or whatever there. They all want to get fucked up. The ace is what I think there, but Hulk Hogan, the reason that people mark the fuck out, the reason that so many people went to see this live, and that this match got more of a reaction than any fucking Young Bucks match and Kenny match combined there. Okay, was because of the selling and the character of Hulk Hogan. When Andre the Giant would grab Hogan in the bear hug, and Hogan would start to sell this shit, you had 90,000 people in the arena treating wrestling like it was real. Fuck. People in the arena would fucking cry for Hulk Hogan. Not fucking 400-pound psycho idiot fake crying for Cody Rhodes there, because Cody pretends to cry. These fucking Fifi AEW fans, oh my god, I was crying. No, you weren't, you fucking dweeb motherfucker. That's putting it lightly. I'm trying not to get you flagged, Jerry. I don't want to get you canceled or whatever, but these fuckers make me fucking sick when they talk down to Hulk Hogan, a man that sold like a fucking pro, man. Every
And they
fucking
banned him.
fan believed
They
in him in
banned
this
him.
match. When he got caught in the bear hugs and all and whatever fucking move the giant caught him in, the fans were so much into it. Hogan was selling it. The fans were crying. When Hogan hulked up, yeah, okay, when Hogan would make a comeback, yeah, the fans, it was like they were on ecstasy, Jerry. It's like they were on 10 hits of fucking ecstasy and cocaine at the same time. Their nipples were fucking reaching across the arena, but they believed in Hogan so much. He was such a fucking god, man. At whatever he touched, apart from TNA, Jerry, that was a different time.
I still like Hogan and TNA.
He was funny. He was funny. I still laugh at some of it, but he wasn't no longer in shape. It wasn't his fault. He couldn't go anymore, and TNA would throw him out there an hour and a half out of 2 hours. It wasn't his fault. But Hogan, when he made the comeback, Jer, and he body slammed the giant, the fucking fans, Jer, the reaction. You could hear this out in outer space, the reaction, fuck. When Hogan made his comeback, Hogan was going against The Rock. Okay, The Rock. You know, people want to say he was the face.
Match.
I like The Rock too, but Steve Austin was the star. Big Thunder outside there, the wrestler. I just upset some people, Jerry, when I said that. You heard
that's Hulk Hogan said yes, WJ.
I said Steve Austin was the face against The Rock. It was the real face, and you heard the thunder. Boom, boom, boom. That was the reaction of fans of The Rock. I respect The Rock. One of the best talkers or whatever. Good wrestler, electrifying to say the fucking least. But when The Rock, one of the best, not the best, one of the top 10 best, let's say, at least, when The Rock, and he was at the top of his game, The Rock, going up against Hogan, everybody in that crowd cheered for Hogan, Jerry. Why? Because Hogan was above everybody else.
Fucking goat. He's the fucking goat.
He just was. Meltzer can try to bury him. These fucking retards in the D&D fanboys can say whatever the fuck they want. Okay? You fucking retards either weren't there or you're fucking lying or you're seriously fucking confused about what's what. You know what I mean? You want to say that people like Young Bucks are best tag team? They're fuck all. How dare this fucking goof Meltzer put down everything Hogan ever did? And then fucking give 5 stars to a bunch of fucking clown like the Young Buck when they don't deserve it. They don't deserve that. 5 stars for every fucking match. Fuck off. Like, what is this? A real fucking joke. You know what I mean?
Hogan, whenever I say Hulk Hogan, he wanted me to become an actual American. Like, see the American culture and everything. Like, Hulk Hogan was the reason why I wanted to be an American. You know that song, I am a real American. I'll fight for the rights of every man. That's like, I feel like an actual American when I hear that song. And the thing is, like, people don't realize this about me, is that I want to be an actual American citizen at some point because of Hulk Hogan. Because Hulk Hogan is so fucking cool. See the NWO. I don't give a fuck what anyone fucking says. The NWO is the coolest fucking team of men in human fucking history. There is no
He
comparison.
did the NWO and they fucking destroyed WWE in the ratings.
New World Order. Like, fuck,
Hogan fucking took the Sting, and he made it so good, man. When he came out, his face and the music and the posing with the belt, it was so fucking good. Like, he was so fucking cool back then. Like, this was wrestling. Like, they look so fucking cool. The NWO, it was unreal. Like, the Bullet Club, they were fucking rip off of that. Kenny Omega dressed up like he was Hollywood Hogan with the blonde hair and the black pants. He just tried to look like Hogan. They were a part of a team of Bullet Club. They all went in Bullet Club. Everybody who joined that fucking rip-off club, Meltzer would claim they were the best. It was just fucking retarded, And Kenny, it's obvious he was trying to rip off Hogan with his look as the leader of this fake fucking rip-off club or whatever. And these fucking goofs, they can't see that it's just a rip-off and that they're not actually real stars. Nobody fucking cares. Hogan body slam Andre, you get a real fucking reaction. Nobody fucking cares. Kenny Omega gives a German suplex to somebody. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about his shit finisher. Come on, fuck off. You know what I mean? This is a fucking joke. Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting how people fucking discredit Hulk Hogan in comparison to the Young Bucks. It's actually fucking disgusting. I want to put this in perspective. See, when I traveled to America, I was actually supposed to travel to America this year due to the pandemic. But next year, I'm going to fucking Las Vegas next year and stuff like that. I'm going to Florida specifically to go to Hulk Hogan's fucking shop to meet him. Because before I fucking die, I want to meet Hulk Hogan in the flesh. I cannot walk in this world without meeting the actual man himself. I cannot allow that. That cannot be allowed. I have to actually meet him, at least shake his hand, acknowledge you made a massive impact upon my life. You have done fucking amazing. Thank you so much for this business. And then I can walk away. Nothing cringy, no selfies or whatever the fuck it is, just to shake the man's hand, and that's it. That's all I want to do before I die. Before I die, or whatever the fuck it is, that's all I want to do. I just want to meet the man. And that's all I want to do. So next year in Florida, I'm actually going to stay in Florida just to meet Hulk Hogan. That's all I want to do. Literally, that's all I want to do, man. He is a fucking massive influence on so many people. Like the bodybuilding community, the weightlifting community, fucking fitness community. You talk about Sylvester Stallone, you talk about, oh jeez, is that the thunder there? Where it is?
Yeah. Oh fuck, it's been so fucking hot, you know what I mean?
You talk about Sylvester Stallone, you talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Easily Hulk Hogan is in there.
They were both of them, Arnold and Stallone. They were both very impressed by Hogan's physique. Arnold, he was a big fan of Hogan. That's it. Mm-hmm. They were both very impressed by him.
A phenomenal lifter. And the thing is that I've always had just a little bit of insight into myself. I've always been obsessed with big arms. I've always been obsessed with it. I've always been like I've been a lanky fucking little shit. WJ, a lanky anorexic piece of shit. And when I seen Hulk Hogan, like, you can get big arms like me, brother. And I was like, I want to get big arms like you, Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it gave me momentum to go to the gym. Like, people don't realize this. But I know this is more of a bash at the Young Bucks, but people don't realize that Hulk Hogan had such a massive influence on people. And I know people are going to say about the racist thing and stuff like that. Who gives a fuck at this point? I understand he's did some shit. Like, he's done some bad shit. He's answered for it. He's moved past it. But you cannot deny what the man has fucking done in the influence of the history of not only professional wrestling, not only fitness, not only bodybuilding, but in pop culture. And that is why Hulk Hogan will always be regarded as the greatest of all fucking time. Give me a hell yeah to the fucking chat. Give me I want everyone to put one in the chat if you love Hulk
Hell
Hogan.
yeah,
Press one. Press one in the chat, brothers. Press one in the chat if you love Hulk Hogan, brothers. You know what I mean? But Hulk Hogan is just fucking phenomenal. I love Hulk Hogan. Holy shit. I fucking love him. There we go.
Look at a couple ones. Look at Zubair Talk TV, there. The Almighty One. Psycho 187.
Happy birthday to Zubair, by the way. Apparently it's his birthday.
Ringmaster Mike, big happy birthday to Zubair. I don't know if that's a joke that I started on this show, there, but
I don't know.
Edward, Spectral, MK, J-Rad, Tomcat wrote 2, Jer.
Press
Kevin
one on the chat for Hulk
Yoshi
Hogan.
Freak. Spectrum Command. You could put guys like Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme in the weightlifting scene too, even though they were martial artists. Oh, that was a fucking big dude, man, Dolph Lundgren. Everybody was impressed with him back in the day.
Fucking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, man. You know what I mean? Just a fucking big dude, like, you know what I mean? Dolph Lundgren, like, Jesus, even now he's still bigger than most fucking guys right now. And the thing is that these guys are on these type of fucking steroid. LOL, September 13th is my birthday. It was a joke for WJ. All right, so
I went in there acting like it was a birthday stream instead of the 1,000 subs. Or the one and only Jay Rands gave you a hell yeah, Jared.
Get Papa Bless, the fucking one.
The wrestling snowman up there gave you a 1 there.
Oh, he did. Where is he? See if we can highlight him there. Jay Rance is amazing, by the way. Everyone subscribe to Jay Rance, by the way. Fucking
subscribe to Zubair Talk TV, folks. A young up and comer, folks. It took him 10 years to get to 1,000 subs, so let's hope he makes it faster to 2,000, folks. The road to 2,000 begins.
It's our mission. It's our mission to get Zubair a big push that he deserves.
He's a good kid there, folks. Zubair Talk TV. Go sub to this man, folks.
Zubair, we might give you a wee link here after once we'll go off live and have a wee chat or whatever the fuck it might be, because I might chill out for a wee bit. So we might do that there. But yeah, like overall, Young Bucks are fucking awful. Hulk Hogan is the fucking greatest of all time. AEW shouldn't ban him. Hulk Hogan is the greatest. I think that's all.
Almighty One, Zubair matured since I last seen him. He's becoming a man.
Yeah. He's becoming jacked to the high heavens.
Yes.
He's becoming jacked. And he's becoming a man.
You got It's the Costanza in the chat.
Absolutely there. Jay Rance is absolutely amazing there. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Jay Rance is phenomenal. Please subscribe to him there, folks. Guy deserves a fucking more subscribers. Give a wee subscribe there to Jay Rance there. So, but yeah, I actually like Jay Rance. He's actually a cool dude. Well, WJ, I think that's us then, do you think?
Yes, Jer. 5-star general. Young Bucks should challenge for the women's championship. I think Tamina could probably beat both of those little twigs by herself. Tamina and Natalia, I wouldn't be surprised if they could actually fucking beat them up. For real, like.
Yeah.
Tamina's bigger than both of them combined, like.
Like, the thing is, like, the Young Bucks don't look that intimidating.
No.
And that's probably our last point. Like, they don't look intimidating. You got Stone Cold. You got, like, if you look at the tag team divisions across history, they all look intimidating or cool. Young Bucks don't look any of those two. They don't. Like, pure and simple. Pure and simple. Well,
Two
WJ,
fucking dorks. Oversensitive dorks with shitty ideas, bad promos, stupid outfits, no muscle, fucking bad selling matches, fucking pandering to Dave Meltzer. You can't get any fucking cheap than this. The Meltzer driver. Give me a fucking break.
What a fucking terrible signature move. Like, fucking awful. Fucking
Fuck
terrible.
these two dorks, Jer.
Fuck these two dorks. And by the way, I know they're going to watch this because they watch every single video that's about them. And, you know, I gave them to a pass in my own rant video, but what they've done to the wrestling industry, fuck the two of you. Fuck them. WJ, fuck them.
I think you and I could beat them in a fucking match or whatever. Like,
so let's have a match at AEW. We'll draw more ratings than you two fucking wankers anyway.
We'll take them
right,
down
WJ?
in the match, Jer. Spaz Phoenix is going to be on our team, Jer.
That's right.
Spaz Phoenix in the chat is going to come out, be our manager, Jer.
That's right. Spaz Phoenix can be our manager there, and we'll fucking beat down the Young Bucks there. What do you say there, Nick Jackson and whatever the other guy's name is there? Who gives a fuck?
Goldberg's son looks more like a wrestler than they do.
What do you
I don't
say,
know
Nick?
what his son fucking grew like. I don't know if Goldberg put steroid in his son cornflakes or what in the morning. His son fucking grew. But his dad was a football player, so the son of Goldberg's going to have those genetics, right? That he's going to grow and be a big guy. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe he becomes a wrestler. Who knows?
Spaz Phoenix, hoping you don't block me on Facebook there, by the way, because can I access you on Facebook there, big man? So I can't access you on Facebook there. I think you have me blocked there, big fella. But I tell you what we'll do is we'll just end it here, WJ. That's it. We've just fucking, you know, if Nick Jackson or the Young Bucks want to respond, or they want to have a match against the greatest tag team in the YWC there. That's right, I said it. The greatest tag team in the YWC. I ain't no sidekick, motherfuckers. Anyway, whatever you just want to think. WJ, you want to sign us out there?
Until next time. Too sweet, nah, Jerry. Until next time, too. Peace.